The Caribbean is no longer just about a tropical getaway. It's emerging as one of the hottest spots for investments in 2025. This region is primed for major returns with projected economic growth at 4.6%, strategic trade deals, and an increasingly skilled workforce. The Caribbean's strategic location, serving as a bridge between North and South America and offering easy access to European markets, enhances its appeal for investors seeking to expand their global footprint. Moreover, the region's focus on sustainable development and expanding Africa relations puts the area on the precipice of profound changes with spectacular opportunities. In this video, we break down the top 10 reasons why now is the perfect time to invest in the Caribbean, from booming infrastructure projects to a wealth of untapped sectors like renewable energy and the blue economy. Let's get started. First of all, with strong forecasted economic growth, it's high time that investors enter the Caribbean. The region has been experiencing strong economic growth, especially compared to larger markets such as the US and Europe. Despite global challenges, the region has showcased impressive GDP growth rates, achieving 4.5% in 2023 and 3% in 2024, excluding Guyana's oil sector boom. These figures and the Caribbean Development Bank's projections of 4.6% for 2025 indicate a steady all-round growth trajectory that outpaces historical averages. This positive momentum is fueled by the revival of tourism and the spurring of development projects in agriculture, the energy sector, and service exporting economies, making it an opportune time to explore the region's potential. With governments focused on creating resilient economies and implementing strategies for sustainable development, the Caribbean offers a favorable environment for investors seeking growth and stability. Along with steady economic growth, the Caribbean's strategic location also greatly influences its value in the global economy. Situated at the intersection of the Americas, Europe, and Africa, the Caribbean is a stone's throw away from many international markets. This unique positioning allows businesses to tap into diverse consumer bases, along with being logistically efficient and an excellent meeting point for overall operational efficiency. The region's strategic importance is further amplified by its role in global trade flows. Annually, $270 billion in consumer goods and over 14,000 container ships pass through the Panama Canal, with Caribbean islands serving as vital anchorage points for refueling, restocking, and ship repairs. This maritime activity, combined with international airports offering daily direct flights to major destinations in Canada, the UK, the US, and Europe, enhances the Caribbean's connectivity and appeal for investors. With a soon-to-be air bridge to Africa, the opportunities are endless. Not only that, but the Caribbean region's openness to trade has created a highly favorable environment for investment, offering stable trade in an unstable trade world. Caribbean countries have established an extensive network of free trade agreements, FTAs, that provide preferential access to large global markets, making the region an attractive gateway for international business. These agreements have significantly reduced trade barriers, allowing for easier market entry and increased competitiveness for Caribbean-based businesses in global markets. Key trade agreements include the CARIFORUM EU Economic Partnership Agreement, EPA, which provides Caribbean countries with duty-free and quota-free access to the European market for most goods. The Caribbean Community, CARICOM, has also negotiated bilateral trade agreements with major Central American economies such as Venezuela, Colombia, Costa Rica, and more. Additionally, the Caribbean Basin Initiative, CBI, provides preferential access to the US market, while CaribCan offers similar benefits for trade with Canada. This extensive network of trade agreements positions the Caribbean as a strategic hub for businesses looking to access multiple markets. It's also important to note that the region is undergoing a substantial infrastructure overhaul, with massive construction projects happening across the Caribbean. Though the region has a strong infrastructure, including reliable energy, healthcare, and telecommunication services, new developments are taking it to the next level, with private sector playing a crucial role. the Caribbean Efficient and Green Energy Buildings Project, approved in February 2025, exemplifies this trend. With a budget of $131.87 million, it aims to improve energy efficiency and expand renewable energy across Grenada, Guyana, and St. Lucia. In addition, the Caribbean Regional Communications Infrastructure Program, CARCIP, is developing a holistic ICT-enabled development framework addressing challenges such as fragmented markets and uneven resource distribution. Not to mention the array of country-specific development projects underway, such as in Guyana, which is experiencing a significant infrastructure boom with projects like the new Demerara Bridge, and Barbados with the country's port expansion with the sixth berth. The Caribbean is also working on bridging political stability and social security to the region, making it an ideal destination for investment. Nearly all Caribbean nations operate under liberal democratic systems characterized by free and fair elections, peaceful transitions of power, and strong adherence to the rule of law. Countries such as Barbados, Jamaica, and the Bahamas exemplify this stability. This stability minimizes risks for investors and creates a predictable environment for long-term business planning. In addition to political stability, the region's steady economic development further enhances its appeal. The Caribbean has experienced consistent economic growth over the past decade, excluding the period during the struggles of COVID-19, with the region seeing an unprecedented post-pandemic recovery. Together, the region's stable democracies and consistent economic performance create a secure business environment ripe for investment opportunities across diverse industries. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, take a second and hit the like and subscribe buttons so we can continue bringing more amazing content to you. Thank you. Another great benefit of investing in the Caribbean is the easy access to a skilled workforce. The Caribbean boasts a highly skilled labor force, an advantage from decades of free public education policies and consistently high literacy rates. Furthermore, the University of the West Indies, UWI, while not entirely free, offers government-subsidized programs for students. In some countries, like Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago, the government fully covers tuition fees for nationals. Therefore, it is no surprise that many Caribbean nations such as Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica have literacy rates exceeding 90%. Additionally, the free movement of people within the Caribbean community, CARICOM, allows skilled professionals to work across member states without barriers. This mobility fosters a dynamic labor market where talent can be efficiently allocated to meet industry needs. With regional efforts to align education with market demands, such as investments in STEM industries, there is no shortage of quality human capital to support the industry. Next up, the Caribbean region offers a wide range of incentive programs, making it an attractive destination for investment in 2025. These include generous tax incentives, various local and national incentive programs, and even citizenship by investment initiatives. Tax incentives are a cornerstone of the region's investment strategy, with many countries offering corporate income tax holidays, duty-free concessions on imported capital goods, and waivers on property taxes and landholding fees. For example, Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines provide up to 100% exemptions on import duties and excise taxes for investments in priority sectors such as tourism, renewable energy, and agro-processing. Additionally, countries like Guyana have established industrial zones with tax-free incentives tailored to specific industries like mining and manufacturing, governed by legislation that ensures transparent and predictable benefits for investors. The opportunities in the Caribbean are endless for investors. The Caribbean is uniquely positioned as a hub for diverse investment opportunities across various industries. Of course, tourism remains one of the region's most lucrative sectors, with the World Travel and Tourism Council projecting an annual growth rate of 5.5% in the industry and many developing projects in luxury resorts, ecotourism, and general tourism experiences. However, the region has also seen expanding sectors and diversification in areas such as the blue economy, which focuses on harvesting ocean resources. Major growth is expected in the renewable energy space, logistics and shipping, digital technology, business services, real estate, and even large-scale manufacturing as it develops in Guyana. One more thing to keep in mind is the fact that the Caribbean has made significant strides in the ease of doing business, making it easier than ever to start one. Over the past decade, many countries in the region have implemented reforms to streamline business operations. For instance, the Bahamas reduced the time required to start a business to just 11.5 days by eliminating registration fees and expediting licensing processes. Similarly, Barbados introduced new software for electrical connections and mediation laws to resolve disputes faster, while Belize enhanced its risk-based management system to reduce customs clearance times. Furthermore, organizations like the Caribbean Export Development Agency and the Caribbean Development Bank are extremely responsive to interested investors, as there are a series of established pathways to attract foreign direct investment. Finally, all businesses need a market to source from, and the Caribbean region is experiencing unprecedented domestic demand. Driven by a growing population of 45 million residents and an influx of 30 million annual visitors, this dual market creates robust opportunities for businesses to cater to local and tourist needs. Increased demand spans key sectors such as food products, consumer goods, housing, and infrastructure. For instance, the wholesale and retail sectors grew by 5.9% in recent years, fueled by a recovering economy and rising consumer spending. This strong domestic market provides a stable foundation for businesses, while the vibrant tourism industry further amplifies demand for broad-based goods and services. As the Caribbean continues to evolve into a dynamic and sustainable economic powerhouse, now is the ideal time to invest in its transformative potential. Whether through impact investing, real estate development, or renewable energy projects, investors have the opportunity to not only contribute to the region's long-term prosperity, but also achieve financial riches at the same time. The Caribbean is ready for investment, with strong growth, strategic opportunities, and a skilled workforce. Now is the time to capitalize on its potential and help shape a prosperous future. Don't miss out on the incredible opportunities ahead. We'd love to hear from you. What industry in the Caribbean do you think holds the most potential for investment in 2025? And how will these investments help the Caribbean? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We can't wait to hear your take. Also, check out our video about the top 10 economies in the Caribbean in 2025. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. This is Caribbean Focus. See you in the next video.